The clock on the dashboard says 1:14 p.m. You are sitting in the parking lot of a sandwich shop, staring at a phone that suddenly feels like a block of ice in your hand. 10 minutes ago, you were a trader with a plan, a vision, and a future. Now, you are just a person who lost $2,600 while waiting for a turkey sub. You can feel the blood draining from your face. The air in the car feels thin. You told your partner this trade was different. You didn't use the word guaranteed, but you used the tone that implies it. You sized up because you were certain. And in 40 minutes, the market took the equivalent of a month's salary without even blinking. You sit there for 20 minutes. You don't eat. You don't move. Something inside you has shifted, and for the first time, it doesn't feel like a game anymore. It feels like a verdict. This is the moment most people never talk about. This is the quiet, crushing weight of the realized loss that defines the boundary between the dream and the reality. But if you are one of the few who stay, you are about to enter a phase where everything you thought you knew about success is turned upside down. Consistency isn't a destination you arrive at with a suitcase full of cash. It is a slow, agonizing transformation of your identity. It is the moment when the electric feeling of a win is replaced by a heavy, professional boredom. It is the realization that the market doesn't even know you exist. In the beginning, it was all dopamine. You remember that first $500 account you opened on a Tuesday night. It felt like a secret door had opened in a wall you'd been staring at your whole life. You saw a YouTube thumbnail with a luxury car and a guy talking about pips and leverage, and suddenly your mundane office job felt like a prison you were about to escape. You placed your first trade on a feeling. You didn't have a system, you had a vibe. And for 40 minutes, you were a genius. The screen flashed $180 in profit. You took a screenshot. You didn't sell because selling $180 felt small, and you came for something legendary. You watched that profit melt into zero, then turn into a $340 loss. You closed your laptop as if shutting the lid would make the loss vanish. That was your first taste of the education trap. You thought the problem was that you didn't know enough. You spent $2,000 on courses that promised high win rate secrets. You filled notebooks with lines and indicators, RSIMACD, moving averages. You felt a deep, intellectual satisfaction when you drew a line that touched 3 points on a chart. You were sure the line was real. But the market has no obligation to respect your geometry. You were learning to draw patterns that the entire world was also drawing. You didn't know it yet, but you were becoming the exit liquidity for the professionals. You were the chara, the bait, for the big players who needed someone to buy exactly when they were ready to sell. The real shift doesn't happen when you find a better indicator, it happens when you get tired. It's a specific kind of exhaustion that comes from chasing a holy grail that keeps moving. You stop looking for tips. You stop opening the Discord servers where people post screenshots of their Lamborghini days. You realize those screenshots are a product being sold to people who are still at level 1. You build a journal, not a post-it note journal where you rationalize your mistakes, but a cold, mathematical record of your failure. You look at 6 months of data and see the truth. 73% of your trades had no stop loss. Your winners lasted 2 days, while your losers were held for 11, fueled by nothing but hope. This is where you enter the breakthrough gap. It is the most dangerous period in a trader's life. Your habits are improving. You are waking up at 6:45 a.m. You are marking your levels. You are waiting for the setup. You are doing everything right, but your account balance is flat. Your friends and family ask why you are still doing this. They remember the Tuesday in the parking lot. They don't see the journal. They don't see the discipline. They just see someone spending hours in front of a blinking terminal, doing something that still looks like gambling. You stop explaining. You realize that professional consistency is invisible to the outside world. Then, one day, it happens. You place a trade, and your heart rate doesn't change. You enter the position because it matches your rules. You set your stop loss and your target, and you walk away.